Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Jenna Freeney is here. I have a cup of coffee. Do you? Look at it, it's all stained. Okay, you guys. So, I am going to do my best to kind of say everything I need to say and not make this some hour-long fiasco. I even had to prop you up so I can use my Italian hands like in all their glory, okay, for this one. It's big. So I'm watching the Brett Kavanaugh interview last night with Martha MacCallum on Fox. And first of all, it was heartbreaking for this, like, just poor man. And yes, he's a poor man, everybody. But I'm watching it, and something really hit me. Like, I feel like, whoa. I mean, how obvious can they get? Everybody listen. Okay, so I'm going to lay out the groundwork here of what I think is going on. And I have to start backwards. But the sum up that I'm going to quickly explain is the Democrats, without really notifying anybody, have decided that all of our normal, like, centuries-old rules, laws, processes, they're just going to do them backwards. Like, this is just the new way. And this is why this is it. The other side, the liberals, this is why on their end they're like so righteous and they believe everything that they're hearing, and this is like, because to them this is how it's supposed to be. And then all of us on the other side are like, what the hell is wrong with you people, right? Okay, so I'm gonna explain. I have to go back. So again, Dianne Feinstein gets this letter from Dr. Ford accusing Kavanaugh sexual misconduct. And instead of, again, really caring about this lady and whether or not it's true or just our normal, like, processes of maybe an investigation, notifying the committee, like, we're just going to hold on to this and see if we're going to need it. Okay? All right. So we move forward. We go to their hearing of Kavanaugh. I don't know. Maybe this has happened in the past. Maybe it was before my time of really being in politics. But I have never in my life seen, like, some congressional Senate hearing that was such a disaster circus. Like, this isn't normal behavior, I don't think. Or, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but that was, like, honestly a circus, like monkeys around. Uh-oh, not supposed to say monkeys, never mind. But you know what I mean. Okay, so then we go into now, they're all screaming on the TV that these women are supposed to be believed, right? Believe them. So, but isn't it also true that Judge Kavanaugh is supposed to be innocent until proven guilty? I mean, when you're arrested, the cops even tell you this. You know what I mean? So they just decided that like rule is like, yeah, forget it. No, we don't do that. We just believe the accuser. But see, again, this is what I'm saying is opposite, because when you're in a courtroom, the prosecution lays out their case of why this person is guilty. And then the defense rises up and says, okay, based on your arguments, this is why we feel that, we are not guilty. But yet the Democrats and Dr. Ford, I guess, were like, yeah, no, we're going to go second. Like, that's not how it works, you guys. It's not how it works. And Judge Kavanaugh has every right to be believed himself until proven guilty. Now, listen, I'm not saying that these women shouldn't be heard. I've said this before. If you are making an accusation, you probably should have some kind of evidence. Especially 35-year-old claims, you should have kind of something to back you up. Now, Dr. Ford has even claimed that so-and-so witnesses were there. None of them have verified and confirmed her story. None of them. So again, according to the Democrats, we're supposed to just completely believe these individuals with zero evidence, just based on the words in their mouth and their gender, which I also find interesting based on some events with the Democrats, that just because of their gender, they're given a certain, leg up or whatever. We can do that on another day, that video. So again, to me already, like, I've already listed a few different things that, are completely backwards from normal thinking and century-old processes within our government, right? I need a drink. Hold on. But here's the evidence that I see intertwining with the Democrats. I'm seeing some corruption and obstruction by the Democrats. I'm seeing that. I mean, they went out and were searching for this Miss Ramirez. They were searching for her. Please come out of the woodwork, please. We need another one. Okay? And then the other thing is a severe anti-Trump bias. Now, where have we heard this before, folks? Huh? Listen, let's go with it. So again, the Democrats are screaming on our TV this narrative about they believe these women, they're believable, they're, respectful members of society. Not that Judge Kavanaugh is not, by the way. But they've also done this with the Russia collusion story. They have said it and said it and said it. Screamed it over and over in our face, but with zero evidence to back it up. In 2 years, there's not been one thing of evidence. And again, there have been so many people saying, if there's evidence, show it. Show it. No evidence, folks. We're supposed to be believing that narrative based on the words coming out of John Brennan, James Clapper, and good old Jim Comey. No evidence, just words. That's not how it works, folks. It's not how it works. And then the only evidence I'm seeing in that matter also, a whole lot of intertwining with the Democrats, a whole lot of corruption and obstruction by the Democrats, and I'm also seeing a severe anti-Trump bias. Prove me wrong. Try it. It's not going to work. This is crazy. It's crazy how the Russia narrative has turned into a witch hunt trying to find a crime based on no evidence. And then we got Brett Kavanaugh, whose entire life is being slandered and smeared, and his whole reputation is trying to be jacked up based again on no evidence. And it is they're just, hey, you're guilty, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Sorry. That's not how it works. It's not how it works. And again, I've said this over and over again. I'm sorry this happened to these women. I believe that probably something happened to them. Sure. I mean, it happens, right? I know a lot of people, including myself, that have had some interesting, awful events in their life, right? But we cannot just stop our normal rules and process, our normal government, for the whims of the Democrats. I think it's appalling how this has all been handled, and we could list many more examples, y'all. I'm just saying, if you think about all these examples, everything is switched around. We don't want to abide by that rule anymore, so we're just going to do it. Hey, you know what? We don't want to go through our normal FBI and safe servers. Oh, no. We're just going to use good old Gmail and Yahoo. Things like that, right? But we can't believe that story. No. We're not going to believe that anything like that happened. But we are sure as hell going to believe that Trump colluded with the Russians and that Judge Kavanaugh is guilty just because we want to. Anti-Trump bias, corruption, obstruction, and a whole lot of what is that called? Incestuousness. I don't know if that's a word, but that's what I'm saying with the Democrats. And listen, I was a Democrat, okay? I'm just saying. I love people who are Democrats. I'm just trying to I want to shake people. Wake up. This is not how our country works. That's why we are the best country in the world, because we have checks and balances and rules and law and order. And the Democrats are trying, just because they feel like it, to change everything around on us. And this is, again, why we vote in November and vote red. Because we have got to take back our country. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable to me, and it's a little shocking, honestly. I know that we probably shouldn't be shocked anymore, but man, every time I feel I'm what is wrong? What is happening? But don't you see what I'm saying? There is a playbook. Some people say that's not true, but there's a playbook of how they're going to handle things. right? Dianne Feinstein says, we're going to hold on to this letter in case we need it, right? Oh, that's right. In Russia, they abused FISA and got warrants. Oh, but it was to check on the Russians colluding with the Trump campaign, but we're not going to tell the Trump campaign that. We're just going to sit on it, okay? That's not how it works, you guys. It's not how it works. If you're actually investigating Russians into the Trump campaign, then you tell the Trump campaign, like, hey, you guys, watch out for this dude. Like, we're on it, okay? No, it was all a setup. It was a setup, and this Kavanaugh shit is a setup. Again, maybe these women are telling the truth in their own way. I don't know. But I do know how the Democrats are handling it is a setup, and it's wrong, and shame on them. Because this man, did y'all hear the interview last night? He says, I was never so drunk ever in my life, I don't remember anything. All I was worried about was being the captain of basketball, doing my community service work, and being the best top person in my class. That's what he said. I was just worried about those things. I don't know about y'all, but that's not what I was doing in college. Okay? So, to me, this man has, like, lived his life to be on the Supreme Court. Like, I don't know anybody else that's done anything like that already. Just saying those things, I'm like, yeah, no, I don't know anybody who's done that, right? And this poor man, again, I say he's a poor man because this is outrageous. He should be innocent until proven guilty. And same with the Trump campaign, the Trump administration. Innocent until proven guilty. And so far, there's no evidence, no proof, and yet the Democrats are just like blah, 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 about it, and people have no clue. They just believe it. I was that person. I believed it. And it's bullshit. There's no evidence, you guys. None. And if there is, please show us, right? Like, I'm saying, you guys, if Judge Kavanaugh actually did these things and it could be proven, like, wouldn't we all kind of be like, oh, wow, well, yeah, no, I don't know if we want somebody like that on the Supreme Court. But there is no evidence. And the evidence that is there is there's like 200 plus people who are like supporting him, saying we've known him our whole life and he didn't do it. Now, Trump, he wasn't living his life like Judge Kavanaugh, right? So, I mean, you know, people can question some of his situations over time, okay? Like, I get it. The situations are different, but they're not really different. The Democrats have just said, you know what, you guys, we don't need a border. Let's let everybody in because everything that we're used to, we don't care anymore. We're changing it around just because we feel like it. We don't care that the Clintons and all sorts of other folks did a whole lot of corruption. Nope, don't care. We don't care that Cory Booker is ridiculous. And we certainly don't care that Keith Ellison completely abused his girl. And there's proof of it. We don't care about those. I just can't understand it. And I feel like I'm hoping I'm saying everything that I wanted to say. Because I feel like I had like all these points like running through my head. And I'm just shocked. You know, I'm just shocked. And I guess I shouldn't be. But if you're a Democrat, do you see the parallels here? Do you see how in our country it's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty? And no, do you know that Democrat Coons said that if Judge Kavanaugh gets confirmed, his penis should be chopped off? Is that true? I read that this morning. Is that true? This is what I'm talking about. Who says this? That's in our government. Like, that's acceptable to say when you're like a government employee? Like, we elected you, and this is how you're speaking? I wouldn't even let my 10-year-old daughter say something like that, let alone somebody I'm paying to run our country. Oh my God, you guys. I get a little hot. I think it's the coffee, and I'm just like, okay. Anyway, that's my story today. I feel like it all hit me. There are so many similarities to all these different scenarios that have been going on since the campaign of 2016. And it all boils down to the Democrats feel like they can just change it up however they feel like it, and we're supposed to just go along with it and believe them. And this is where I think the majority, and I think we're going to see in November, a very large majority are like, wait a minute, this is not how our country is run, and we're going to take it back. We're going to take it back and get this on track again, because this is crazy. This is crazy. And again, that's why I think there's such a divide between Democrats and Republicans right now, is really just that. There's a bunch of Democrats who, I mean, are outraged that we're not believing these women. And we're all like, well, okay, like, all right, we can hear them out. But, like, just because they're speaking words doesn't mean it's the truth. Have you ever known a woman to lie before? And then there's, like, the rest of us who are, like, this is unacceptable how you guys are going about it. It's unacceptable. And same with Russia collusion, to be honest with you. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. And again, hashtag get it together and vote in November to get this crew out. Because this is a mess. This is literally a disgusting mess. And I'm sorry. If I hadn't already left the Democrats, I would really hope that seeing all of this would make me do it. And so if you're a Democrat, you got any questions, like, let me know. I'm happy to help. I'm happy to have a healthy debate. I'm not going to, like, argue with you. I'm not going to, like, you know what I mean? I'll debate you. I'm not going to curse at you. Because, like, people need to get the scoop, like, the real scoop. And do your own research. I keep saying it. Do your own research. This is unacceptable, you guys. And I feel like I've talked and talked and talked. I hope it made sense. And I think share this. I mean, I probably rambled too much, but I mean, share it, because this is ridiculous. And I'm tired of it, and we need to get back to law and order and our rules and our government on just how it's supposed to be. Because just because, we don't want to do that anymore, that's not how it works. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like paying for groceries today. Like, I don't care anymore. I'm just not going to do it. Yeah, no, it doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? I can't just walk out of the store without groceries because I feel like it. There's lots of things that we can't do in life, even though we want to. And the Democrats cannot make Judge Kavanaugh not be confirmed because they don't feel like it. He's going to be confirmed, you guys. I have full faith in it. I do. And I think there's a lot that's going to come out. And again, it's just going to show the corruption, obstruction. It's a nightmare, honestly. How did we let it get this bad, you guys? How? I mean, I don't even know. I was in the dark at the time, too. Like, I was one of them, so I'm not even really sure what happened. You know what I mean? It's like I woke up from, like, a whole other planet. You know? I don't know how I got there or what happened, but thank God I'm not there now. Did y'all just see my lights just do that? Okay, time to get off, I guess. Things are going crazy. All right, you guys, thanks so much for just watching always and just being, I mean, some of y'all got up early just to hear me today. I appreciate you. I really do. And we'll talk soon, I guess. Let me know what you think. Share it, okay? Thanks, guys. Have a good day.